Hello and welcome to the final task of your induction week. Rach is going to be my beautiful assistant and demo what I need you to do. You're ideally going to need someone to film this for you so that I can see certain things from each movement. We're going to work from the top down, some things standing still, and then some things that involve you lying down, standing up, moving around a little bit. So first thing I need you to do is one, I need this camera in a position where I can see the thing that you're doing. That's really important. If I can't see the thing that you're doing, then there's no point that you're doing it. Sounds obvious. Believe me, sometimes not so obvious. So, first thing, dead simple, neck rotation. You're going to stand still, relax your arms, relax your legs. I want you to turn your head as far to the left as you can. And then turn your head as far to the right as you can. Good, then what you're going to do, put your chin on your chest. Good, and that's it. So that's number one done. Then what I'm going to get you to do is a standing shoulder rotation. So I want you to just lift your arm above your head, forwards, as close to your ear as you can without anyone doing it for you. So as you can see, this comes away from Rachel's ear. So for you doing this at home, I need you to face that way so I can see it square on. You're going to bring your arm down in front of you and bring it up nice and straight up in front of you so that I can see how that works for you. You can do that on both sides, then you'll do it on your right side. Once you've done that, you literally just need to go up and down 1 or 2 times on either side for me to be able to see it move. Then next one is going to be a behind the back reach. So you're going to spin yourself back to the camera for me. You're going to put one hand below, the other hand over. Try and touch your hands behind your back. So as you can see, Rach can get that side to touch, which is great. And then Rach is going to give us a really good example of one side being worse than the other. So if you swap sides for me, Rach. Down to the other side. As you can already kind of tell, this is becoming difficult for Rach. There's a bit more of a gap. That's normal. One side's going to be a little bit tighter than the other. So do that for me. Again, back facing the camera so that I can see it. Then you're going to turn, face the camera again for me. Simply stand on one leg. So you're going to balance on one leg for me. Hold that up in front there for me. Perfect. And you're going to try and hold that for about 30 seconds. Then put your leg down, you're going to do the other side. We're not going to do that just for time today on the video, so you're not standing watching Rach there for a minute. 30 seconds each leg for me if you can. That is your static movement screen done. Now we're going to go into a little bit of movement. What I need you to now do is grab something like a brush, like a mop, or conveniently for us, a straight piece of metal. What you're going to do is grab this, wider than shoulder width apart. Rachel's going to bring her hands in a little bit closer. So about there. So about shoulder and a half away, if that makes sense. So shoulder width would be there, about half of that more. That's where you're going to grab the brush, enough so that you can get the bar above your head. You're going to turn side on, like that, so that I can see your side profile doing this. First thing I need you to do is get in this position with your hands, elbows locked out, bar up above your head, behind your head if you can. Then what you're going to do a squat. Squat down as low as you can. The goal being, there we go, to keep that bar above your head. So the bar is upright the whole time. Might be very difficult. Again, this is why we're doing it. You're going to do 2 or 3 of those up and down for me, side on. Good. Then what you're going to do is exactly the same thing, but you're going to turn and face the camera. And you're going to do the exact same thing into that squat position for me. And you're going to squat down, again, 2 or 3 times for me to be able to see you move up and down. Once you've done that, you're going to get rid of this. And you're going to do the exact same thing, but you're going to do it just as a normal squat. So you're going to do 3 normal squats facing the camera and 3 normal squats side on, like this. There we go. And then you're going to turn, face the camera and do a couple more like that. Perfect. Once you've done that, you're going to lie yourself down on the floor. Then what I want you to do is, as you can see, Rachel's got her feet up against the her knees bent. I need this camera to be, if you spin that way a little bit for me, other way, other way, other way, other way. There we go. As you can see, finally rehearsed. Rachel's going to take one hand. She's going to make sure her back is completely flat against the floor. So there's no gap underneath her back there. So there's no gap here. Completely flat. What she's going to do, she's going to turn her palm to face her ear. She's very slowly going to move her arm backwards as far as she can, keeping it as close to her body as she can without her back rounding and without her bending her elbow. So arm's going to stay locked out. If she can get her hand all the way to the ground, great. You're going to come back and you're going to do the exact same with this side. However, I'm going to need you to get up, spin that way for me, and do it again. The angle that this camera is at now, and you can see, perfect. If you do it like that, that's going to be perfect. I just need to be able to see how far away your arm is from the side of your head and how far away your arm is from the ground. Once you've done that, you're then going to spin, and this one doesn't really matter where the camera is, just as long as I can see your full body. What are you then going to do? Put your left leg flat for me, Rach. That's the left one, yeah, well done. You're going to roll your right knee over to the ground on the left side, well done, yeah. You're going to bring that knee a little bit higher up to your body. Good, so you've got about a 90-degree bend at the hip. With your left hand, that's the one on that side, Rach, yeah. You're going to grab your right knee. What you're then going to do with your right hand, you're going to put it up into the air and you're going to touch the ground on your left. Yeah. Reach all the way over, touch the ground on your left, and then what you're going to do from there is you're going to rotate all the way over without your right knee coming off the ground. Reach over as far as you can. And as you can see, Rach is away from the ground there, but that's where her knee comes off the ground. So that's good. You're going to relax there. You're going to flip over to the other side, so your right knee is going to be on the floor. Yep. Left knee's going to be on the floor. Now, yeah, I've got it wrong. Left knee's on the floor, right hand's grabbing it. Left hand goes up into the air, touches the ground on the right, flips over and tries to touch the ground without your right knee coming off the ground, left knee coming off the ground. And that is it. That's your movement screen for me. If you can do that as described in this video, if there's any that I need you to redo because I can't see something, don't worry about it. I'll just ask you to do one specific movement and maybe refilm that again for me if necessary. And that's it. Thank you very much. Look forward to speaking to you on our startup call.